Well, we got a beast of a computer today, and when I mean a beast, I mean a GTX 1080 Ti beast and an 8700K CPU and basically a full-size motherboard in this computer. To be honest with you, I don't even know what this computer is called. Is it called the Infinite X? I have got it, the little information, because technically I'm trying to find it on here, and I'm not even too sure what version I've got. And I don't want to take up all your little times and that, because obviously it takes a long time to go through all this sort of stuff. Technically, let's talk about it real quick. You've got a carrying handle, which is really sturdy and really strong, so I can lift it up and you can take it anywhere you want. So it's basically like a PlayStation or Xbox. You can get your gains by you lifting it as well. It does have an overclocking button on the front here, and I'm guessing I could go into the BIOS and do manual overclocking anyway. But if you're a really strong gamer, this is definitely the computer for you without even having to test it. So that's the end of the review, really. Nah, it's not really the end of the review, but technically we've got a few games that we're going to test it with. I haven't got my controller for Tekken 7, so it's going to be a ball ache playing it with the keyboard again. But on we've got PUBG, we've got Fortnite, we've got Call of Duty, and we've got 3D Mark to test this computer on overclocking and not overclocking. I want to see what benchmark we're going to get with it. Crystal Disk, got Crystal Disk on there. Check out the speed of the Optane memory in there. I think it's got NVMe. I'm not even too sure what GTX graphics card it is. That looks like the really smaller version, not like the top of the range one, the X version. So I'm not too sure, but it looks fairly decent. It's got RGB in it, but it doesn't really make sense too much as it's got a case that covers it over. But what its selling point is that it's got 3 chambers that keep everything cool and exhaust heat out of the case. So I'm guessing the power supply, which is 550 watts power supply, is in here at the bottom. So it's in the chamber, that's dissipating heat. Graphics card is in the second chamber, dissipating heat, and this is the second chamber. So we've got an exhaust heat for the Aztec MSI little logo there, looks pretty cool. But an Aztec AIO water cooling exhausting heat on the 120mm fan, and also very close to the little heat spreaders or phases. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many phases we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we've got 10 phases, but those heat spreaders are really not great. They're really quite small. Cabling is just normal simple cables that you get with the power supply. Obviously it's quite a cheap power supply. Normal RAM, nothing fancy or stuff like that, but it will do the job. The motherboard looks good, as it's a Z370M, so it's not like a top motherboard, but it's a decent. It's not green inside that motherboard, but the RAM is. So I don't know. Everything looks alright in there. You've got a different type of Intel Wi-Fi connector and Bluetooth, so you can connect everything up a little bit more faster because it's more a new predecessor. Obviously, this graphics card's a GTX 1080 Ti, but it's not an RX 1080 20 Ti because it's not out yet. But when it does, I guess they'll obviously put it in here as well. And obviously it's still an 8700K processor, meaning that if you don't have to overclock, you'll still get the performance, plus you'll get the bump of the thermaling, not thermaling, the bump of turboing up. And also, if you do know how to overclock, I'm sure you'll be able to go into the BIOS and overclock it as well. There might be 3 different ways of doing it, plus using Afterburner to overclock the graphics card as well. Technically, I don't really want to do all of that because it's pretty obvious and standard that the GTX 1080 Ti can do that. I did do an overclocking guide on a graphics card and how to do that, so I'll leave a link in the description down below for that. And also, we are going to do probably a little stress testing on it. But is it really worth it? Because technically, they've got 3 chambers. The whole selling point of this computer case is that it's got 3 chambers to dissipate heat to give proper performance. Now, it does sound a little bit loud and that, but it has got a crappy fan in there. You could take that fan out and put a different fan in there because you can put PWN in there. And then obviously your NVMe is right there as well. They have got a riser card or a lead that connects into the graphics card to make it separate as well. And it looks like they've got a fan at the front there as well to keep things cool. I do like it though. If you're not heavily into overclocking, but you just want something that's a beast of power and performance, then this is definitely to look at, definitely. So we've got storage, so it's got 2 times M.2 SSD auto switch Intel Optane support, so 1 times 2.5 SSD hard disk drive, 2 times 3.5 hard disk drives. System memory 4 DIMMs DDR4 clocked at 2400 megahertz with a maximum up to 64 gigahertz. Well, I can only see 2 in there, so I'm guessing it's only got 16 gigabytes of memory, but it's separated. And then it's also got a 7.1 surround sound HD audio Nahimic sound enhancer, so that is normally good, especially on their laptops and stuff, which I've tested out before. It's really, really nice, good sound. A slim type 9.5mm tray loads, super multi feature version. Oh my god, we have one right up here, ladies and gentlemen. Nicely hidden. It's like a little laptop version. I/O, so we got one USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type C, and then we got 1 times USB 3.1 Gen 1 and Type A, and 1 times USB 2. Forget the USB 2s. Why we got USB 2s on them? On the I/O bracket, because I can't really check it right now, is that we got 4 times USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A, 2 times USB 2s. So obviously for your keyboard and mice, 1 times DP for display port. So this is what I've got it connected to. I'm connected to the BenQ Zowie, the XL2740. So this can do a 240 Hertz continuously, no problem. It's a proper esports professional gaming monitor, and paired up with a beast of a computer, well, hopefully this graphics could actually keep up frame rates per second. It will be quite decent for that. So on the back we've got that, and I've got it connected to the display port. You've got 1 times HDMI, 1 times RJ45, which is an internet connection, and then 5 times audio connectors. So you can have up to you should have an optical out, and then you should have like a green and a black and a gold and a pink and whatever on the back there. And then you got 1 spiff out as well, and then you got 1 PS2 for your old school peripherals and old school keyboard and mice, especially if your USB bus speed in your motherboard messes up and you need to update it. That could happen. Wireless LAN, Intel AC 3168, so they've just keep updating it. Bluetooth BT 4.2 optional. I would like to see Bluetooth 5.2 on there. Obviously it said power supply is 550 watts. It's 80 plus bronze ATX, so it's a full size power supply in the bottom, even though the case looks pretty small. Volume, it's saying it's got 42 litres. It looks like a little lump of engine in there. It's pretty crazy. Dimensions 210 by 452 by 488 millimeters, and the weight is 15 kilos. It didn't feel like 15 kilos the way that I was picking this up from the back. The handle is very reinforced and it's decent. You do get loads of software on there. You get drivers and MSI utilities. So whenever you get a motherboard from MSI, you normally go and download their software, and it tells you and gives you the most up-to-date firmware if you need to go into the BIOS and stuff like that. Then also they give you the most software, up-to-date software for your graphics card if you're using the same MSI. If not, go to the graphics card vendor that you're meant to. So if it's meant to be Nvidia or AMD, go to there and you get that most up-to-date graphics card. But they do all the up-to-date with the bus speeds of your USB. What else they do? Your high definition stuff as well, where you can, if you're not using a graphics card, you can plug it straight into motherboard. Just had ultra high definition, connects into 4K. Into a TV and stuff, or you can connect it into your graphics card. There's a lot of room to play with it. You get Dragon Eye and antivirus up to 60 days as well, and whatever else software that you get as well. There's quite a lot on there. So if I look at the CPU, we should have 8 cores. So what was it? 6 cores, 12 threads. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, that's right. Okay, I'm good. So far, greeted with the MSI logo on the front here. In fact, yeah, I'm going to restart the computer and see if I can get to the BIOS and see if the BIOS is exactly the same as what it is in a normal motherboard. That'd be quite cool. So we start anyway. As you can see, the graphics card is broken, it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. I'm joking, it is working, it's just like it doesn't need to spin up. It might spin up in a minute though. And also, forgot to say that I'm using this keyboard. This keyboard was sent separately with this mouse, and this is the Vigor GK40 mouse. And this mouse is the Clutch GM10. Very simple, doesn't really do much. It's just a normal optical standard light in the back, obviously, so it can track where your motions are. It's got this zigzag lightning what's it called, glide feet, and one here as well. And so basically it's just got 2 glide feet. It's pretty chunky like mouse. It's got grips on the side here, and the left click and the right click, and the rubber wheel as well, and you can click down in it as well to access what you need to, and the DPI buttons at the top, and it's got a glowing red dragon on the front. But then we've got this keyboard here. It's got your full numeric keys as well. As I've been talking in other videos, I really like to see a keyboard much shorter for gaming, because it's MSI gaming. MSI gaming is not really with all these keys. Technically, we like to turn our keyboards like this and use it because it's too big to go on the screen. Anyway, that's in another video. So like the keycaps are okay. It's got this illumination of RGB on it. Don't really know if we can change colour. I'm gonna, oh yeah, should be able to change colour actually. Should be able to change colour through Mystic Light. This is bolted in, no pass through or nothing like that. You do have risers as well, so you can obviously have it so it's up a little bit, so it's a little bit more comfortable I should say. And it's got big rubber feet on the bottom as well, and it's got rubber feet on there, so it's not going to scratch, so it's cool. Yeah, it's got illumination of the RGBs in the back. It's just a spectrum RGBs. I'm sure I can change it Mystic Light. I don't really like the clicking sound. I just don't like it. But there is other versions, and I do have another version, a Vigor GK70, which is more of a nicer keyboard. It's more gaming, but this is not an esports gaming keyboard. It's just a gaming keyboard. It's a total difference right there. But anyway, the keys look alright. They don't shine too much through. You can see and everything like that. But anyway, on to the BIOS. So CPU speeds at 3.7 gigahertz, and it did say it was clocked at 2.4 gigahertz. I've got the side panel off, and it is saying that the CPU is at 41 degrees and the motherboard temperature at 41 degrees. So I could turn the fans up. Obviously the graphics card is not turning, but it does work, it's not broken. So let's go into advanced settings, and let's see what we've got as a boot system. Okay, it's lying to me. It hasn't really got any hard drives. No, it has, because I've already seen it on the board. Can't really find it though for some reason. Overclocking. If you want to overclock and you're a noob, you can just go into Game Boost and do it that way, or you can press the button over there. Or if you are a manual overclocker, oh, XMP not supported. So you can't overclock your RAM. So if your CPU is definitely flying ahead with your graphics card, your memory's gonna have a problem. But as you can see, you can put your own memory in there and put in up to 64 gigabytes in there. And to be honest with you, I could take that out and put my own water cooling in there if I really wanted to. Or I could put in just a fan assisted CPU air cooler, because these heat spreaders are not gonna do, ain't gonna do wonders really. But anyway, you can go in here and you can overclock yourself and set everything up. So you can overclock your CPU, and it is a true CPU 8700K, and so is the graphics card, so you can overclock everything. But what else we've got? You can go into your BIOS and stuff as well, and I'm trying to figure out if you've got a problem, if you've got a button that you can switch on the back of it, but I can't check it yet, so I'll check it at the end of the video. But let's turn on Game Boost, so we've got things going, and we'll put this side on. And what we got? Let's save and exit, changes, and reboot. Because what we want to see how we can go. But you know from this point of view that you definitely need more memory to be able to push things. It's like having a Ferrari with great wheels, tyres, great engine and stuff like that, and then you notice that you haven't got fuel to run it, so it's like the memory needs to run it to tell it what to do. So it's only got crappy memory in it, but I'm guessing to keep the price down, which I don't know how much the price is, but I'm going to check it out in 1 second, or in this video. But let's start off with Fortnite. No, forget that. Let's start off with Crystal Disc. We'll do all the other stuff afterwards, all the great stuff afterwards. So now we're gonna like literally go to the faster drive. Hopefully it's much faster, and test that out as well. How are we doing? Oh, that is pretty. That's not too bad actually. So far so good. This runs with RAID speeds around 5 SSDs if they're all in RAID 0, or 6 SSDs, because you couldn't really have 5 SSDs because when we in RAID 0 it makes sense. Oh no, you can get 5. Yeah, you know, sorry, you can have, yeah, so this is like around 5 SSDs in RAID 0. Anyway, that's done. Now we go to the command center. Let's have a look what's going on here. I don't even know how this even works. CPU fan, okay, pump. Can we overclock this then? Oh, okay. Let's not bother with that then. Let's see if I can go higher. How do you overclock in this stupid thing? Select all. And if I click supply, will it overclock? Oh, it's crashed. Oh dear. I guess it doesn't. Oh my god. Oh, my ratio might be wrong actually. What I might do is I might actually go and manually overclock it. Yes, I think I'm gonna do that because I've just crashed it. So turning it back on, see if I can do a manual overclock into it instead. I don't really know how to use that software to overclock on there, and the whole thing just crashed. Like literally crashed the whole thing. So let's see if we can do a manual overclock. And let's see. So let's change this to 1.35 volts. Let's go to 100. Alright, let's clock it at 4 gigahertz. Let's see if this works. Right, so I've just saved the changes and reboot, and let's see if we can get to a 4 gigahertz. Clock the CPU voltage at 1.35 volts. Just so I've got a little bit more stable room, headroom I should say. I don't really want to try and push this too much because I don't really know. Like, it's only got a 120 AIO Aztec water cooling unit on the back, so just overclocking it a little bit just to show you that you can be great, but obviously tinkering with it and stuff is a different story. No, we are still clocked at 3.7, I think. No, we're not. We clicked it at 4. No, we are connected at 4. Hold up, let me check. Nah, yeah, we're clocked at 4 gigahertz, so I've overclocked to 4 gigahertz. Let's see if we can overclock a little bit more. To be honest with you, the degrees have gone up a little bit more as well. Right, so as you can see, CPU speeds at 4 gigahertz and CPU temperatures at 50 degrees. Oh my god, this is going to be quite fun. I smell it's on fire already. I don't think this is going to work, but this would be funny if it does work. MSI, forgive me for blowing up the computer. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's crashed. Holy crap. Are we in the Matrix? What are we on now? Oh, it's still clocked at 4 gigahertz. As you can hear, this computer is like going through it. The graphics card is absolutely heaving through the speeds. But yeah, 14 minutes, let's just check it now. So if I stop it, let's see how much it drops down to. Right, it's dropping slowly to about 7. Ooh, drops down pretty quick, to be honest with you. There's only one CPU core was at 72 degrees and it dropped all the way down. That's pretty decent. So we're in like the 52s and the 48s.
Starting off with finishing off the review, the mouse is okay, it's bulky, it's very standard, it doesn't really do much, got a little DPI and a little scroll wheel, but the scroll wheel feels like a tire, it just feels nice to grip on and stuff, and it's clicky as well. Keyboard is okay, nothing special, it's just starting out, to be honest with you. Obviously I'm going to be doing the Vigor GK70 next, so that'd be all cool. Anyway, I wasn't really checking and counting my frame rates per second. It did feel smooth and stuff like that, but it's through the internet. I'm guessing if I would connected it via Ethernet cable, I would have got much faster frame rates per second. But I didn't see the 140 or the 240 that I wanted to or anything like that. It was a bit weird. But as you can see, it all went straight to Epic. Asked me straight away and it all went to Epic. But technically if you're a gamer, like a proper gamer, you're not going to pay if you're on Epic. But it is on Epic, so that's pretty decent. Other than that, it's okay. But I'm still... I need some people's comments down below, because I'm wondering, Is it because I didn't connect it to an Ethernet cable and I've done it through Wi-Fi? Because I get over 100 megabytes per second download and upload speed is about 40 up, and I still wasn't getting that much, and it's just weird. So leave your comments down below and tell me about that. Subscribe if you like this sort of thing and help me out with this, because I'm like kind of a bit shocked as well. CPU overclock's alright, but you can't overclock it to the maximum, even though it's got an 8700K, because the motherboard is not capable of overclocking that much and hanging that much voltage. Plus there's only 550 watt power supply, which is normally enough, but not for a GTX 1080 Ti and everything else that comes with it as well. But it is a lower standard graphics card, and plus it's got NVMe, RAID 0 and all this sort of stuff. You need the power, Anyway, yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, share, like, and follow me on Facebook. And yeah, I can't remember anything else. But yeah, just do that. And I am Roger and out.